Okay, first of all, two things. The first one is I want to say thank you to all of you lot that pushes me as a trader. I would not be the trader I am today if it wasn't for you. Every single member that joins, you have an influence on me, right? You know, the positive feedback, the amazing results, the ones that struggle, and I spend a lot of time helping you, you know, and just generally, right, the ones that tell me to get up at 6 a.m. to live stream my charts, you constantly push me as a trader, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm human. We all make mistakes. We all go through battles in our life. And if you don't have the right, I would say, community, the right people around you, you never improve as a trader or as a human, right? So I want to say thank you to everyone that pushes me as a trader. So thank you. Secondly, I am so glad that I managed to take this trade live, right? So I took a trade on gold, and I'm not even joking you. I doubled the account in one trade. So these are my results today. As you can see, I'm up 10 grand for the day. As you can see, all the trades I've took. Okay, if I just look at the account balance, 28 grand. Now, I'm glad that I caught this trade live, because like when I make a YouTube video, right, and I show you these results, it's like, yeah, did you really take that trade live? Are you not just faking it? So if we go to the free Facebook group, free Telegram group, the link's in the description below here. Every single week, I will live stream my chart. So it's like a Q&A session. So I'll jump on the charts. You can ask any questions in front of the charts. We can take some trades together. You can actually watch the live stream here. So this was the live stream this morning. As you can see here, we're going over some setups. You can watch it here. But when I was doing this live stream, this setup appeared on gold. This one here. Right, and we all jumped in it. As you can see here, this member here, look at this member. Amazing setup with the double alerts. Big love for the sharing. Look at gold. Oh my God. And I'm like, oh my God, look at this here. Like, if I hadn't have filmed that, you wouldn't have believed me. But I caught it all. And yeah, like I said, it was a double alert on gold. Check it out now. It was like, that's it there. It was like, yeah, mate, it was. I'm glad that I caught that, because you had to be there in the moment, right? And I filmed it all, so you can go and watch it, and it was insane. But this update, the new double alerts, is going to be insane, right? Every single year, I always look at myself to see how well I've done as a trader, right? Where have I done well? Where can I improve for the following year? You know, like New Year's resolutions. And every single year I think, you know what? We've smashed it with the binary destroyer. How can we improve for the next year? And you know what? We do. We just somehow magically do. You know, we get a lot of experienced members that join us, and they come up with an idea and they say, Jamie, do this, do that. And this double alerts is going to be insane, right? So it's going to be released very, very shortly, right? In the next 2 weeks. Reason being is I need to make some last minute changes for it. You know, and I want to kind of redo some of our training on it, okay? Even though the training is going to be the same, I just like to freshen myself up on it, you know, explain things in a more clearer way. So, you know, it's more simpler and easier for people to learn, right? So very soon, free update, you'll get it, okay? But this member has basically dissected the double alert. So all he's done is every time you get a double alert like this here, he has took the trade. No price action, nothing else, just the double alert, he's took the trade. And he's done a table of all of the performance, and yeah, it's pretty insane. Right, so to give you an example, look at Euro CAD, right? Give you an example here. Look at CAD JPY, 16 wins, 2 losses. Okay, 10 of those trades went for a 1 to 2. Right, look at Euro AUD, 16 wins, 7 losses, and 12 of them went for a 1 to 2. Insane, and that is just taking a double alert, right? And yeah, like I said, this is going to be insane. Some of these numbers here, I just want to show you some of the results from the members. This is, like I said, this is right now. Beautiful trade here. Went for 1 to 2. That was nice. Again here, that was a nice trade here on gold. This was the trade that I just took a minute ago on gold. This was beautiful, nice. Here, small but real. I have 900 bucks to recoup from last week over speculate, over leverage, and over trading. See you guys in the afternoon. Again here, if I just scroll up here, EuroCAD, there was some guy that there was some guy, I'm not even joking, here we go. Started the account at 44 bucks this morning with Jamie. This guy's made 400% from 44 bucks. He's now at 320 quid. 400% profit. And then I'll just give you one more. Here you go here. Almost 10% today. Very good Monday so far. Yeah, amazing, right? It's what motivates me. But this is not what I wanted to show you in today's video. What I wanted to show you is this, right? The Mogwai reversal. Let me just bring up a blank chart, right? And I'll show you, okay? The Mogwai reversal is effectively a trend trading strategy. So all we have to do is do this. Uptrend, pullback, uptrend, pullback, uptrend, pullback. Structure, structure. First pullback, second pullback, third pullback. All we have to do as traders is do this. Take the second pullback. And once you master this, you cannot unsee it. Unsee it. Let me show you exactly what I mean, right? And all you have to do is this. Literally, you don't have to do anything else. So I want to show you something that's quite cool, right? So pick a currency pair, GP Chef. Let's go to the 1 hour charts on this, right? And I want to show you this, okay? So I'm going to get rid of that here, and let's just do something. Hold on, the camera's in the way. Let's just do something random. Let's do Aussie. Here we go. Here, Aussie US dollar, right? I'm going to get rid of that there, and I'm going to show you something. Here we go. Here's a setup here, okay? So I've already spotted this, the second pullback. This is on the 1 hour charts, right? You see that little pullback here? So I just want to show you this because I did this the other day on a webinar and everyone was like, mate, that is insane. This is what it takes to master any strategy. It needs to just sit in your subconscious mind. So look at this, right? Can you see a downtrend, pullback, downtrend, pullback? See that? Now that looks like nothing, doesn't it? It's like that doesn't make sense, right? It's like that's tiny. Now watch this. If I go down to the lower time frames now, you will see that exact setup appear. There we go there. You see now starting to get it? The downtrend pullback. Now if I go back down to the 5 minutes, you will see it even better. Here we go here. Downtrend, see that here? Right, see that? First pullback, second pullback just there. See that? And this happens on all time frames. First pullback, second pullback. Now watch this. I'll do this again. Okay, if I get rid of this here, and I get rid of this here, okay, and I'm going to mark up here. See how you've got another pullback just there? So you've got the first pullback there, and you've got the second pullback just there. See that? Just that. Okay, so same again, if I just mark up here, right, you've got the first pullback there, and you've got the second pullback just there. Look at that. Lower low, lower high. Okay? Now, same again. If I go down to the lower time frame, so I'll go from the 5 minute to perhaps the 30 seconds, you will see that exact move. Here we go here. Let me try and find it here, right? Give me a sec here. Right. I'm going to find it. Here we go here, right? There we go there. Beautiful. First pullback, second pullback. I'm going to go down to the 15 seconds now to see if we can get that signal confirmation. So let me show you, right? Here we go here, right? There we go there, okay? In fact, probably not. In fact, this is no setup actually because you haven't really got the second pullback here. So that's actually not a valid setup, okay? But just to show you what I mean, can you see here the first pullback and second pullback? Once you master this, you can't unsee it, because let me explain to you the key to success. As traders, our job, let me go over a setup, right? Let me go over a setup on the 15-second time frame, and you will see exactly what I mean, right? This is like, once you see this, you can't unsee it, right? Let me find you the setup here that I made a lot of money on last week. Here we go here. This was it. Oh my God, this was it. Right? This was beautiful. Okay. So our job as a trader is to predict market moves. That is all. Consistently pick and predict market moves. Do not think about the money. Everything else after that, after the market moves, is a psychological problem. right? So money management, stop losses, take profit, risk, what's my win ratio, what's my risk reward, all of that is based on psychology, right? If you just focus on the market moves, the money will just come. Right? It's like a business. You can have the best business in the world. If you haven't got sales, you've got no business. If you can't win trades and predict market moves, you've got nothing. Nothing else is going to save you. So when we take this trade here, so we've got our first pullback here, right? You see the first pullback. Now, like I said, okay, we have our downtrend and we have our pullback here. We have our downtrend and we have our pullback here. When we get this pullback here, right, so I'm gonna just wait for this pullback. Just, you ready? You ready? 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 Hold on. When we get our pullback, there. When this happens here, I'm gonna get rid of that resistance here. I'm giving myself the best opportunity with this setup here. So first of all, it's with the trend. So that's not speculating. This is with the trend. That's fact. We've got our first pullback. We've got our second pullback. We've got our pullback to structure. All we have to do is now predict a move. If you could just predict one candlestick, you'd be a full-time trader consistently. Like, if you could predict one candle on the 1 hour charts, that's all you need. That's all you need. If you can predict one candle on the 1 hour charts or the 5-minute charts or whatever, that's all you need, right? So when I look at this setup here, my job is to focus on the setup itself. Don't focus on the money, because that's where most traders go wrong, right? They look at this trade and they're like, well, I want to maximize my profits. What's lot size? What risk? First of all, let's just focus on winning this trade. Let's focus on predicting this move first, right? So when I take this trade here, I'll get my stop loss out of the way. I'm not really that bothered about the risk and the money management. My main focus on is having this trade win. Okay, as the trade starts to go down into profit like this here, and like I said, I took this trade, so I'll probably have this trade go around, bang. Around here, this is when I'll start to lock in profits. And this is what I recommend everybody to do, right? Because we've done our job as a trader and we need to pat ourselves on the head for this, is that we've spent the time finding this setup. We're now in this setup. Let's take partials out of the trade. Let's take profit, because we don't know what this trade's going to do. It might suddenly reverse on us. It might suddenly drop. We can only do what we can do. And when you understand that every decision that we make on the charts is our decision, then you'll start to realize what it actually takes. So to give you an example, when people make money with the binary destroyer and they become full-time traders, I haven't done that. You've done that. You've done that yourself. I've only guided you. You're the one that put the hard work in. And it's the same with losses, right? Losses will happen, but you took that loss. You picked that loss. You took that winner. It was you. And only when you truly realize that, then you start to become more fussy about the trades and you start to focus more on the actual setups rather than the money, because the money is just going to come, right? And most people don't do that. They look at the trade and be like, well, I want to make loads of money. If you focus on the setup, the money will just come, right? So as the trade starts to go down into profit, you just start to reduce the risk out of this trade. Start moving that stop loss to break even, right? And then just go have some fun, right? What you end up doing is you mark up the next level here. So if I just mark up the next support resistance there, there you go there. So as price comes down, I took this trade. I'm not even joking you. I actually took this trade last week and it just literally melted and melted and melted all the way down. There's our third pullback here. And like I said, right, I mean, you know, the rest is history as it's going to come down here. And full TP in and out. What's this guy on about? Full TP in and out. Partials. Let me see what these members are saying. See here? Closed 80% on gold. Look at this trade. Look at this trade. Second pullback. Beautiful trade. That is all you need to do. All you need to do. Just sit in this chair and time again until it sits in the back of your mind right? The battle is not on the charts. The battle is in here, right? And once you crack this, once you master it, the only way you're ever going to master this is by focusing on the skill, focusing on predicting the moves, right? Because that's the fun part. Everything else is the horrible part. When you're looking at the money, that's the horrible part, because you either make too much money and get greedy, or you don't make any money and you get frustrated. Well, if you focus on the actual move itself, that's the fun part. It's like a game. It's like a skill. And, you know, that's what you need. So I'm going to leave that there because I'm going to jump on a live stream now with my members. Yeah, still smashing it. Hope you enjoyed that video. My name is Jeremy Palmer, and thank you for watching.